Okay, let's unpack this. Is the Changan UNI-K 2026 truly the ultimate Chinese luxury crossover? Or is it maybe, a beautiful gamble? We've got sources comparing its pretty spectacular features against, well, some confirmed weaknesses.
It definitely starts strong, you're right. Looking at the core specs, I mean, we're talking about a serious machine here. A 2.0-liter turbo engine,
Right.
pushing 233 horsepower and a substantial 390 newton meters of torque.
Wow, 390.
Yeah, and that's all going through an 8-speed Aisin automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive.
Okay, that 233 horsepower, and especially that high torque figure, it immediately tells you this car's aiming high, isn't it? Competing directly with, say, higher-end Korean V6 options, it feels like it has genuine punch.
Definitely competitive on paper.
So our mission today, then, is to really distill where the UNI-K earns that luxury title and, well, where the sources say it kind of falls short.
Let's start with the good stuff.
Starting with the lure, yeah. The sheer spectacle of the UNI-K. I mean, the exterior is, well, the sources call it revolutionary. That aggressive, sort of coupe-like profile, paired with those big 21-inch alloy wheels and the hidden retractable door handles, it absolutely nails that sports luxury look, doesn't it?
It really does. And that whole aesthetic carries right into the high-tech cockpit, which, seems to be the vehicle's undisputed strength. The sources really focus on those innovative triple digital screens.
Yeah, tell me about those. It's not just one screen.
No, it's not just one big slab.
Right.
The instrument cluster is actually split into 3-tiered displays. The idea is providing the driver with immediate sort of decentralized information without needing to look down or scroll.
Interesting.
It's a design language we usually only see coming out of, the German brands, Stuttgart or Munich.
That kind of design focus is definitely critical if they want to position themselves as high-end. But hang on. 21-inch wheels. They look fantastic, sure. But did the sources mention anything about ride quality? Especially on rough roads, does that aggressive styling mean a harsh ride?
That's always the tension, isn't it? They haven't necessarily sacrificed ride comfort entirely, it seems, but the focus on luxury is clearly supported inside by the materials.
Okay.
We see high-quality options like Nappa leather in the higher trims, standard heated and ventilated front seats, and that huge panoramic sunroof. Lots of boxes ticked there.
And they really tried to seal the deal on the luxury experience with the sound system too, right?
Absolutely. We're looking at a premium Sony audio system featuring up to 12 speakers. What's really interesting is the speaker integration. Some are apparently built right into the driver's headrest.
Oh, wow. For like an immersive soundstage.
Exactly, for that truly personal immersive sound. Plus, the safety suite looks comprehensive on paper. They load up the ADS.
Advanced driver assistance systems.
Right, which is a massive selling point at this kind of price point. For listeners, who might not track all the acronyms, getting adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, and the high-definition 360-degree camera system, that means you're getting top-tier driver assistance, not just the basics.
So internally and aesthetically, it sounds like a bit of a slam dunk. But and there's always a but, isn't there? As you dig deeper into the actual driving experience, the sources seem to reveal some fundamental cracks in the armor.
And this is where we shift to the essential drawbacks. And these are often the toughest pills to swallow for luxury buyers, I think. The most common complaint cited in our sources directly attacks that fundamental promise of luxury: poor external noise isolation.
Wait, really? They nailed the Nappa leather and the cool screens, but they missed basic sound deadening. That feels like a huge oversight for a car claiming premium status.
Exactly. Reviewers consistently note that at highway speeds, say above 120 kilometers per hour, wind noise really intrudes into the cabin quite noticeably. So noticeable, apparently, it forces you to raise your voice in conversation, which completely negates that quiet, isolated feel you're paying for.
That would definitely get annoying.
Yeah.
Then there's the performance trade-off, specifically fuel consumption.
Yeah, it's tied to its weight. The fuel efficiency rating is lowish, around 12.9 kilometers per liter based on the sources.
Oof.
That figure is pretty much the inevitable result of hauling around nearly 1,900 kilograms.
Wow, it's heavy.
Combined with that standard AWD system. So it makes it quite thirsty, particularly in urban, stop-and-go driving. Less economical there.
Okay. And what about interior consistency? You mentioned Nappa leather, but...
Right. And while the cabin overall feels premium, this is where we see those, let's call them classic growing pains, of an emerging luxury brand. Inconsistency. Reviewers pointed out the contradictory use of hard plastic in some lower, still visible areas of the cabin.
Ah, okay. So it chips away at that overall high-end feel?
Precisely. But maybe the biggest question mark for any buyer, the real long-term concern, involves infrastructure. The sources highlight some serious anxieties here.
Like what? Service? Parts?
Both. A lack of widespread service centers and, perhaps more critically, potential difficulty or significant delays in securing non-consumable spare parts, things beyond filters and brake pads.
That's a big one.
It isn't just an inconvenience, right? The lack of reliable, easily accessible infrastructure can directly hit your residual value. If a bank or a used car dealer can't be confident about easy maintenance and repair down the line,
Then the car loses value faster, much faster than established rivals like, say, a Kia Sorento or even a Geely Manjaro, maybe.
exactly. Those brands have built up more trust in infrastructure over time.
Okay, so let's synthesize this for the listener. What does this all mean for you? The UNI-K 2026 seems to offer maybe like an unofficial 8 out of 10 value proposition within its price bracket. It delivers aggressive, almost European design and technology that few competitors can really match head-to-head at the price.
But, and it's a significant but, you absolutely have to balance that phenomenal value against the practical flaws. The wind noise at speed, which constantly reminds you it's perhaps not quite a true segment leader in refinement.
Right?
And that gamble, it is a gamble on long-term parts availability and reliability impacting resale.
So the final question for you, the listener, is really this. Are you willing to overlook that cabin noise, maybe turn the Sony system up louder, and accept the infrastructure risk to get this level of striking luxury design and advanced technology at such a competitive price point? That's the core decision, isn't it?